Okay, let's talk about the secret engine of business. You know, that hidden force that makes some companies soar and others, well, not so much. It's called operations, and trust me, it's absolutely everywhere.
You've definitely felt it before. I mean, we all have, right? That amazing feeling when a product just works, or on the flip side, that total frustration when you get awful service. That feeling, good or bad, it really sticks with you. And here's the thing, it's not an accident.
Think about it. On one hand, you've got that pure delight of getting exactly what you paid for, delivered flawlessly. It's just perfect. But on the other side, oh yeah, that hair-pulling, wanna-scream frustration when everything just falls apart. So what's the deal? Why are some experiences so great and others so, ugh? Is it just random luck, a roll of the dice? Or is there something much, much more deliberate going on behind the scenes? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into. And to really get our heads around this, we're going to start with a pretty fascinating case study. Let's talk about the Irish airline Ryanair. This is a company that literally built an empire on being controversial. And get this, that's a real quote from their CEO. He was not shy at all about their reputation. For years and years, they were famous for a no-frills service that was, let's just say, pushed to the absolute extreme. And yeah, customers definitely noticed. In a 2015 consumer survey, Ryanair was ranked a dismal 95th out of 100 brands for customer satisfaction. I mean, 95th. People complained about everything, the comfort, the food, even the staff. But, and this is where it gets crazy, here's the paradox. In that exact same period, while everyone was complaining, the company saw its profits jump by a massive 32%. So what is going on here? How can a company that so many people seem to, actively dislike be so incredibly profitable? The answer, my friends, is hiding behind the scenes. And that brings us to the core of this whole puzzle, a little thing called operations management. Yup, this is that secret engine we mentioned at the start. So what is it? Put simply, operations is, well, it's everything a company does to actually make its stuff and get it to you. It's the system, it's the process, it's the how behind the what. Now, this looks pretty different depending on the business, right? You've got goods operations, that's making physical things you can actually hold, like your phone or a car. And then you have service operations, which is all about delivering intangible experiences. Think about a flight, a concert, or even your college classes. And get this, service operations are absolutely dominant today. They make up a staggering 89% of the US private sector workforce. So if you want to understand the modern economy, you have to understand how these experiences are designed. Okay, so if operations is the engine, what tells the engine what to do, where to go? The answer is strategy. And this right here is the big aha moment of this whole thing. This is the absolute key. In any well-run company, nothing about its operations is random. I mean, nothing. Every single step, every process, every little interaction you have with them, it's all a deliberate choice. It's all designed to hit a very specific goal. So the question is, how does a company pick its operations? It all comes down to aligning them with what it wants to be the best at. Look, no company can be great at everything, right? So you have to pick your battle. Are you going to be about quality, low cost, blazing speed? You pick one, and you build your entire engine to nail it. Let's look at a few examples. Okay, check this out. What's so cool here is how different these all are. You've got Toyota, which builds its entire production line around one thing, quality. Then there's Save-A-Lot. Their whole game is low cost, so their operations are designed to slash every single penny of unnecessary expense. 3M, they compete on flexibility and innovation, so their whole system is built to pivot to new products super fast. And FedEx, well, their entire system, from their own planes to their tracking scanners, it's all built for one single purpose, dependability. And that brings us full circle, right back to Ryanair. You see, their bad service, it wasn't a mistake, it wasn't a bug, it was a feature. Every single frustrating rule, the baggage fees, the non-reclining seats, all of it was a deliberate operational choice. It was designed to do one thing, and one thing brilliantly, deliver the absolute lowest cost possible. Their engine was perfectly, and I mean perfectly, tuned for their strategy. All right, so now that we get the why, let's take a super quick peek at the how. What are some of the big choices managers have to make when they're actually designing all this stuff? Well, one of the biggest decisions is the physical layout. You've got a process layout where you group similar tools and skills together. Think of a hospital with different departments. It's super flexible. Then you have a product layout. That's basically an assembly line, like a car wash. It's incredibly efficient for doing one thing over and over. And finally, there's a fixed position layout, where the product itself doesn't move, like when you're building a house. All the workers and materials come to it.
Another huge choice, especially for services, is how much contact you have with the customer. A high contact system is something like getting a haircut. You're right there, you're part of the process. But a low contact system, like the people sorting your mail, happens completely behind the scenes. And you better believe each one of those needs a completely different operational design. Okay, let's wrap this all up. Now that you understand the basics of operations, you've basically just gained a new superpower for seeing how the business world really works. And that's really the big takeaway here. The good experiences, the bad ones, the super fast service, the painfully slow, none of it is random. It is all the result of deliberate choices, all designed to support a specific strategy. I'm telling you, you're going to start seeing this everywhere now. You'll notice the incredible efficiency of a fast food line. You'll think about the mind-boggling logistics that get a package to your door overnight. Even that infuriatingly long wait at the DMV. You'll realize it's all by design. It's all a product of an operational system built for a specific purpose. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you have a great or a truly terrible customer experience, just stop for a second and ask yourself, what was their strategy? What was this engine really designed to do? Was it built for speed, for quality, for flexibility, or was it built for rock bottom cost? Because once you see the strategy, trust me, the experience you just had will suddenly make perfect sense.